Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, family, peace and love. Happy Friday. We made it again to the end of another week. Another Friday, episode 433 here on SR Daily, closing out week 87 weeks. That's really a lot of weeks when you think about it, man. If you was 87 weeks pregnant, you'd be like, it's too long. All right. If you was 87 weeks in solitary confinement, you'd be like, yo, this is a long time, man. You gotta let me up out here. I'm going crazy. Right? You was 87 weeks as a crackhead. It might not seem that long, right? Like that might go a little faster. Right? 87 weeks. 87 weeks is a lot. A lot happens in 87 weeks, man. Right? You see people meet, get married, and fall apart in 87 weeks, right? A lot happens in 87 weeks, man. So the fact that we're still doing the show, right? 87 weeks, I've lost some people. Some people I know have passed away. That was pretty perfectly fine 87 weeks ago, right? So it's important to recognize time, all right? It's important to recognize time. It's important to recognize that in 87 weeks, I reconnected with my children. Right, 87 weeks, right? Rebuilt the bond, and a lot happened in 87 weeks, man. A lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, a lot of success, a lot of failures, a lot of losses, right? In 87 weeks, but in 87 weeks, SR Daily has been here consistently. 87 weeks later, all right, 433 episodes in. So yeah, man, I give thanks to myself, right? I salute myself for starting and for continuing, for pressing on and persisting in spite of, right, all of the challenges and obstacles that occur daily, right, not just weekly, not just monthly, not just the big stuff, but the small things, the small challenges, right. We're still here, we pushing, right, we're building a legacy, we're building something that is timeless, we're building something that is bigger than us, right. This platform, SR Daily, a platform where we share in encouragement, we share empowerment, we share enlightenment, right? We share knowledge, right? We share our feelings, our thoughts, emotions, right? What's going on locally, what's going on globally, what's going on educationally, economically, politically, culturally, right? What's going on in our own lives, what's going on in our neighborhoods, right? We've been able to share all of that through this platform. And I look forward to continuing. I look forward to another 433 episodes, right? I look forward to another 87 weeks, right? And I look forward to growing this thing over time, right? Connecting with other producers who believe in this show, who believe in me as a talk show host, right? Who will join me in building this SR Daily platform, right? I think we can do incredible wonders with this program, especially as we grow. Right. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Let's hit the share button on IG. I'm gonna share with 5 to 10 of my people who may be interested in tuning in. I'm gonna share with a few folks, see if they could jump in on the show this morning. Right. We got a few things we're gonna chat about. Made it through the night, right? Made it through yesterday. Yesterday was extremely tough and beautiful, blessed, and yesterday was divine, man. Right. 30-year anniversary. Also 1 year anniversary since since More Love and I did became one, if that's how you want to say it, because Frank Brown be like, Brother Sefu Sinko be like, it's PG-13. So yeah, since we became one, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, girl, you remember. But yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy LaShawn Sugar Martin. You're tuned into SR Daily, episode 433. SR Daily is where personality meets enlightenment. We're here Mondays through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. Thank you for tuning in. Yo, Champ 1711, what's going on, Uncle? Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in, Unc. Sefu and Kofa, there you go. I hope you ain't hear my comment. I see you just jumping on. It wasn't, I guess it was PG-13. I ain't say nothing too crazy. All right. But I know you be keeping us in check. All right. My brother. Let's start the show, guys. Let's start the show. Episode 433, closing out week 87. Friday, August 15th, 2025. First segment of the day is a phrase. Phrase of the day is, where my dogs at? Huh? Where my dogs at? That is the phrase of the day. We are talking about brotherhood. We are talking about our dogs, those who we ride with, those who we build with, those who we create with, those who we go to for guidance, for advice, for wisdom, those who we celebrate with, those who we cry with, those who we mourn when we lose. Our dogs, our brothers, DAWGS, our dogs, our friends, our comrades, our roadies. Where my dogs at? This is the motto, right? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Meaning, where my brothers at? Real simple, right? Where my brothers at? Where we at? Where y'all at? What we doing? How we approaching this thing? What's happening? Right? Where my dogs at? What we doing? That's the motto for today. That's the motto for this weekend. That's the motto for life, right? This whole show pretty much is about brotherhood. Because today, right, we're gonna move right along into our need to know news of the day. We're gonna talk about this for a minute and then the build. But yeah, that's the phrase where my dogs at, right? I think it's always good to really to simply assess, right? Like, what my dogs, what my guys, who are my guys, right? Who can I call on for what, right? Like some brothers you can call on for financial support. Some brothers you can call on for emotional support. Some brothers you can call on for physical support. You need something help. You need some physical help, right? Help with something physically, moving some stuff, setting some stuff up, right? Going somewhere to handle something, right? Like, you got to know who your brothers are for what, opportunities to build with, to make money with, right? You can't do everything with all your brothers, and that's okay. You got specific brothers for specific things, and sometimes you can bring them all together, right? And sometimes you can't, and it's okay, right? But it's important to assess, like, who's who and where they at, and if we need to get to something, how do we get to it, right? Who do I call for what? But yeah, so our second segment, our need to know news of the day, is today. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm thinking about it. Right, today is this beautiful thing happening. A group of formerly incarcerated men will embark on a weekend quest in nature. Right, and it's not like a physical thing, right? Because you think man, nature. A lot of times, right, you say quest, you would think like a physical challenge. Go out there, lift some stuff, move some stuff, build some stuff, which is great, right? Which is great. It's always great to push yourself physically, test yourself physically, to do physical, right, stuff that builds your strength physically, of course. But what's so dope about this weekend, about today, about this group of men is the whole quest is rooted in emotional, mental health, right? It's all rooted in mental and emotional well-being, healing. And so, yeah, there's gonna be some circles. There's gonna be some deep conversations. They're gonna have some prompts for us to talk about some things. Again, it's a group of men who are formerly incarcerated, right? Some of the brothers, like myself, are fathers. Some have tough situations. Some are still on parole, right? There was a guy still on parole, right? He was going through some things, right, to even get approved to come, right, on a trip. A lot of different brothers, a lot of different experiences. Two really common denominators is the fact that we're men, and outside of that is that we've been impacted by the justice system. Some of us, so some brothers have done time. Some brothers have just been arrested and had court stuff going on. But we'll all be together, and so that's really dope, and that is a sign to me that men are doing the work. Right. And I know men are doing the work because I'm a man and I'm doing the work, and I know men doing the work, and everybody's process looks different. Everybody's journey is different. But I believe that a lot of men around me are doing the work. Men are healing. Men are working towards healing, right? Healing themselves, healing relationships with their parents, with their families, right? With their children, with their friends, right? Just healing within themselves, their own relationship with self, right? Healing their relationship with nature, right? Men are doing the work. And so to be on this quest, again, if it was a physical thing, if it was like survival or something crazy, right? If it was some crazy physical thing, it would be great. It would be good. It would be great, right? It would be beautiful. But the fact that it is about mental and emotional healing, like, to me, is like, yo, this is a step up, right? It's a step up and a step forward in the right direction. The direction that, what's the word? How do I say it? The direction that reminds us as men and the rest of the world, right, the women in our lives, that we are more than just our physical bodies. Like, our emotions matter, our mental health, our mindset matters, right? We cannot just continue to try to push ourselves past emotions and past mental state to just be physical beings that just lives and builds and works, right? By any means, it's like, whoa, that's killing us, thus destroying families, right? Is stressing us out. So now we're arguing with our partners, right? We're like with our wives, our freaking long-term girlfriends, however you want to call it, right? Children's mothers, we're arguing and we're beefing, not necessarily because there's so much big problems, right? It's not big problems. A lot of times it's because it's just stress. We just overwhelmed. We stressed, and so like we lash out and we say things that we don't mean, and we got thoughts and perceptions that's not rooted in clarity, right? So it's a lot of just aggression, and it's destroying our own lives, right? It's destroying our health, physical, mental, and emotional health. Our physical health is being destroyed because we're not addressing the mental health and the emotional health, right? So our physical health, no matter how much we work out, no matter how much we run, exercise, all of the things, how many weights we lift, right? Like it's not mattering clearly because like your kidneys, your liver, right? Right? The organs that are responsible for your emotional regulation, for like your filters, right? They're clogged. It's not working, right? Because you're not working it. And so like physical health is declining. So to be going in nature and focused on physical and emotional and mental well-being is like, come on, brothers. So shout out to the brothers, the All Kings brothers who organized this, who have been doing this for years now, right? I think they've been doing this for like 6 years now. They've been doing these quests upstate New York, a couple hours away. Beautiful property, lake, river, pond. We'll be outside, right? So dope is some brothers have never done this before. They're like, I've never done anything like this. Like, and I'm like, whoa, like I'm fortunate to have done this. Slept out in nature, camped, right? As a youth, as a child, sleeping, right? Like sleeping outside in a tent, in a sleeping bag, right? Looking at the stars, right? I've done it. I love it, right? Obviously, most recently did a 2-week hunger strike 2 years ago. I slept outside for 14 days, right, in Long Island City, so not in the woods or anything like that. Last year we did a 1-day sleep out, right, as a land trust, right. Me and Mona slept in the back of the Jeep, back of the car, right. That was super fun, right. Back open, push the seats down, blanket. We were super comfortable, beautiful time. But yeah, to sleep outside in nature, haven't done that in a while. Right, haven't done it in a while in a sleeping bag. So I'm really excited to experience this for myself, to unwind, to put some stuff down, to share some stuff with some brothers, right, that are doing the work, right. One thing that came up in our conversation recently was that, and it's something that I live by, is that if we help each other carry the load, the baggage, right? Yes, every person's carrying a little bit of somebody else's, but you're carrying a lot less of your own. And a lot of times, like, it becomes lighter, right? Share the load, share the work, collective work and responsibility. Your problems are my problems, right? Your problems are my problems. And even though I got my own problems, right? You are my brother, so your problems are my problems. And I believe that sometimes, even though the problems can be completely different, sometimes they can be similar. But even when they're different, you helping your brother solve a problem can give you insight to solving your own problem, right? You helping your brother solve his problem can give you tools you need, perspective that you need, right, to solve your problem. And then, really, like, we help our brother solve a problem, we chatting, right? He can literally directly help us solve our problem. Brotherhood, it works, it matters. So yeah, so that's what's happening this weekend, right? We'll be in circles, we'll be chatting, we'll be talking. I'm pretty sure there may be some heavy emotions shared, right? Maybe some tears. But it's gonna be some uncomfortability, right? For sure. I anticipate that. But yeah, I'm super excited for this experience, man, to be part of this. It's gonna be absolutely phenomenal. I have no doubt about it, right? I personally, I love being in nature. I love being with my brothers, and I love them both together, man. So to be in nature with some brothers, right? One brother I've known for some years now. Another brother I've had, some communication with, and then the rest of the brothers, for the most part, I just had one conversation with. But I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited, right? Like, it's the beauty of brotherhood, of maturing, right? That you're not afraid, right? There's sometimes when, maybe in my life, maybe in somebody else's life, right? You can identify where you have to go meet with strangers, you have to go do something with strangers, and you look for every excuse not to do it. Every excuse not to do it. Oh, my, injuries, right? Oh, not enough money, right? Oh, even if it's free, even if it's all of the things, you still search for an excuse not to do things that you should do. The things that are easy to do are the things that are also hard to do. We can always talk our way out of something, right? And people do it all the time, right? People do it all the time, right? I was close to doing it, right? Like, truth be told, I was close to doing it last night. Right? Like, last night I was close to, like, right? Yeah, but we pushed through, right? We trust the process, we breathe, we remember the practice, right? Settle, all is well, all is divine. Sometimes the best thing you could do is nothing. Sometimes the best thing you could do is the simplest, smallest, seemingly smallest things, right? The wind, the doors open. But yeah. That's our news of the day. That's our need to know news of the day. Uncle, baby boy, keep doing what you are doing, nephew. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate you. But let's move right along to our third segment of the day, our tip of the day. Today's tip: it's okay to have disagreements with your brother, right? And obviously, when I say your brother, I'm also referring to your sister, right? It's okay to have disagreements with your brother, but it is not okay. It happens, but it is not okay to hate your brother and want to harm your brother. That's not okay. It's okay to have disagreements. Yo, I don't like you right now. Yo, you pissing me off. It may be even okay sometimes, some will say, to fight your brother. I think we can, we're at a point in human history, right? We have a lot of ways to express our emotions, to communicate, right? That we don't have to fight. We don't have to fight your brother anymore. Like, physically, I know sometimes, that's being a man. You got to let it out. We can go, let's compete. Who can do more push-ups? Right, I'm stronger than you. Right, like I'm run you to the ground. Right, let's race. Let's something physical, but it don't have to be fighting. Right, challenge. Right, like some type of challenge. Right, like this is why community is important, to have these discussions. Right, to give these alternatives, alternative solutions, alternative ways to solve problems. Right, to address issues, right? So disagreements happen. You're not gonna like your brother sometimes, right? Your brother's gonna piss you off. He may do things that really hurt you, right? Brothers sleep with brothers' wives, right? Shit happens, right? Brothers disrespect brothers' children, right? Shit happens, right? Brothers got the same mother, same father. One brother's disrespecting the parents, violating the parents, right? Like, shit happens, and you may want to hurt your brother, but violence begets violence, begets violence, begets violence. You cannot solve a problem, right? Not like that with violence. Like, those problems you don't need to solve with violence. Those problems, like, there's other things you can do, right? But yeah, it's not okay to hate your brother and to want to really harm your brother, right? Even if sometimes you may want to fight your brother, maybe because you want to teach him a lesson. You don't really want to hurt him, right? So, like, again, it's levels, right? I would say still figure out a different thing other than fighting, but if it's just to teach a lesson, just to, like, get some emotion out, not really to hurt your brother, because brothers have killed each other. We go back biblical times, right? Like, brothers kill each other. I know some brothers who killed each other. I know brothers who physically fought, and I know brothers who killed each other. Best friends killed each other, right? Biological brothers killed each other, right? Like, I know a few situations in Queensbridge. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, he killed his brother. Like, that's his blood brother. Like, that's his twin brother. He killed him. Whoa, that happened on my block. On my block, that happened. A brother killed a brother. Two brothers, biological brothers, twin. One killed the other one. Best friends, I seen my 16th birthday. One friend killed the other friend. They grew up together. They parents, best friends. What in the world? And there's so many other examples of a brother killing a brother. That's not okay, man. So, like, if you notice ill feelings arising towards your brother, you have to address those first within yourself. What do I feel? Why do I feel it? Let me address this so that it doesn't linger, so that it doesn't fester, so that it doesn't grow and become hate, become envy, become jealousy, because those emotions are dangerous. Those emotions are dangerous. They can cloud freaking all of your judgment, and they can put thoughts into your head, right? Like fill your head with thoughts that make you do that, end up leading you to do something to harm your brother, and that's not okay, right? So first address it within yourself, and then like communicate with your brother, like, yo, bro, you hurt me, yo, I don't like the way you did that, yo, I don't like the way you spoke to me like that, yo, I don't like how you treating mommy and daddy, I don't like how you doing it, like I don't like that shit, right? I don't like how you are in the neighborhood, like people talk, like whatever it is, address it again. First, what do you feel? Why do you feel it, right? Settle yourself, get out of the emotion, feel the emotion, but don't be in the emotion. And then address your brother. Yo, bro, listen, man, the way I don't like that shit. Right. And then even sometimes find other ways, right? Because you don't have to be so combative, right? It's so combative, right? But yeah, you ain't got to kill your brother. You don't got to harm your brother. You don't have to, right? You can communicate with your brother to resolve any issues. And it's okay to have disagreements. It's okay to not like your brother for a while. It's okay to not talk to your brother for a while, right? It's okay. It's okay. Like I don't fuck with my brother. I don't fuck with that dude. Right? Like that's okay. Right? It's legit reasons, right? My brother did this, my brother da da da. Real reasons. But keep it, because that's still your brother. That's still your brother, right? You're still my brother. And I don't like you right now, but this feeling may pass, right? Chances are it will pass. And I feel different. So let me not react. Let me give you space. It's okay to give your brother space and to take space from your brother, right? Those things are okay. But yeah, don't please understand that you don't gotta hurt your brother. You don't gotta physically hurt your brother. You don't gotta say anything to emotionally hurt your brother, right? You can disagree with your brother. You cannot like your brother, but it's your brother, and we all we got, right? We all we got at the end of the day. And moving right along to our fourth and final segment. Fourth segment today is always our build of the day. So remember last year when the cousins came to the park by the water to fight with the family all there? Yep. That was crazy. What must I go through to show you shit is real? Yo. Say, I'm right here, dog. He really put dog though. Said fool's the OG. It's DAWG, man, not DOG, because the dog ain't no dog over here, God. I think we should love professionally. What does that mean, brother? What does love professionally mean? I don't know what that means, my brother. Tell us what that means. But our fourth segment of the day, again, still following the theme of brotherhood. Brotherhood is a major key to the liberation of fallen humanity. Pooey, what's going on? Boutique BK, what's going on, my brother? Brotherhood is a major key to the liberation of fallen humanity. Men must rise up and remember that they are brothers. We do not need to fight each other. We must align together. We must support each other. And as brothers who are for the liberation of humanity, as brothers who want to see our children grow, we must then, once we're aligned, once we're united, once we are moving in the same direction, then anybody else who is against that progress of our human family, we got to check. We got to check, right? Brothers must build with their brothers, and when a brother is causing great harm to the family, to the community, to society, right, something has to happen with that brother. Brother, what are you doing? Right? Come as, yo, listen, we coming as brothers and we coming to talk to you. Brother, what are you doing? Do you understand? And sometimes that brother may be like, I don't give a, right? And so now this is why, again, it's important to chat, it's important to talk, it's important to organize, because then when things happen, you know exactly what to do. Right? Okay, listen, this brother over here, he's not abiding by the community agreements. He's not following the agreements that we set as a community. Since he doesn't care, doesn't give a damn. So what do? Hey, listen, brother, I think we got to get that brother out of here. So, like, let's go to his crib, knock on his doors, be real polite, real respectful. Your brother, listen, you got to go. Right? I understand that you got a family. I understand that you grew up here too, but we got some different agreements. We want to do things a little bit differently. And you are in violation of that. And so, like, right? And it's not always going to be a good thing. Not always going to feel good, right? Not always going to be received well. But this is why it's important to come together, right? Because, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We can't just exist. We can't just allow things to happen randomly in our neighborhoods and we do nothing about it, right? Our children being kidnapped, being raped, being violated, right? By freaking pedophiles, by police officers, right? By freaking so many people. Right, kidnapping our children. How many children kidnapped? How many children are missing right now? Astronomical number. right? Certain places of this country, children, black children, brown children, missing. Child trafficking is a real thing for sex and for organs, right? They traffic children for sex and for their organs. That is real. They traffic children to have sex with them and also to sell them as sex slaves. Different people in different parts of the world, different people maybe in your part of the world, enjoy having sex with children. They think children shouldn't be respected as humans. They think they can do whatever they want to a child. And so, brothers, who are we? Are we men? Are we kings? Are we gods? Are we warriors? Are we protectors? We have to protect our babies, not just our babies, our children. As I said, a show a few weeks ago, like, so you got to see all the children in the neighborhood as our child, right? Our nephews, right? Our biological nephews and nieces, right? Our biological little cousins, right? And then just our neighbors' children, our neighbors, right? Like the person who's not a neighbor, who just visiting their neighbor, but they don't live over here, right? They're from another state, another country, but their child is there in your presence. Your responsibility is to protect their child still, right? Unless you don't accept the responsibility, right? As being a king, as being a god, as being a leader, as being a man, right? Because that's part of what manhood is, right? It's accepting a responsibility that is bigger than yourself, right? So brotherhood is a major key, man. We got a lot of problems in the world. There are a lot of problems in this world, economic problems, war, right? Housing crises, right? Health crises, a lot of problems in this world. But I fully and wholeheartedly believe that if men rise up and unite with their brothers, that we can establish order, we can get things right. The ones who are causing the chaos, the ones who are wreaking the havoc in the communities, locally, nationally, globally, we can get them right, right? We could do what we got to do with them, right? And people who are just like, like, all right, fall in line. This is what we're doing now, right? We focus, we rebuilding, we are rebuilding our world, right? We're building a new world. So like, this is what it is, right? Because sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes it's like people are on the fence and no, either you here or you there, right? Either you with us or you not. Either you building something like for the future, or you working against what we're building for the future. Which one is it? Because we want to live, we want to have life, and we want to have it more abundantly. We want to be healthy, right? We want our children to experience freedom, to experience a life without worrying about gunshots and cops harassing them, and like that's what we want. And if you are working against that, brother or not, listen, I love you, but all right, I love you, but, and then such is life, right? Such is life, such is life, such is life. But yeah, man, brotherhood, man, like I think it's one of the most important things, right? And I think we got to redefine brotherhood. I think right now, we don't know. We've lost, for the most part, in our communities. We've lost that brotherhood. We don't have that brotherhood. We don't have that understanding, that understanding that, yo, I got you. Yo, I am my brother's keeper. Yo, you here with me? Yo, you here? I'm here. Let's go. Let's build. Like, we locked in. Like, a lot of people don't fully know what that means, right? Which is why people can, when they get angry about something, they can kill their brother, right? Because they're not really locked in. They really don't like the person. They say it, but like, so then we got to redefine. We got to start having conversations. What does brotherhood really mean? What does brotherhood really mean? Are my enemies your enemies? Are your enemies mine? Right? Am I friends with people who I know don't like you? Right? Like, what does brotherhood mean? Something happens to you, do I sit back and do nothing and kick it with the person who did something to you? What does brotherhood really mean? Right? What does brotherhood really mean? Sefu says, being servants of the people, we have to be accountable to addressing the issues of the people. Political, neutral positions will not advance the people, not at all. Not at all. Absolutely, brother. Appreciate you. Listen, guys, that is our show for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had a great time. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, Sean Shigre Marston. This is episode 433 of SR Daily, getting closer and closer and closer to the 500th milestone episode. 67 episodes away, man. That's not a lot, right? But that's 67 more weekdays, not including weekends. It's Mondays through Fridays. Closing out week 87 weeks in. Shout out to SR Daily. Shout out to me. Shout out to the viewers. Shout out to Mona. Shout out to Seth Fool. Shout out to all the other viewers. Kruger, who checks in. My Uncle Champ, 1711, who checks in regularly. Sister Mecca, who will check in, man. Shout out to all of the people who have been checked in, who check in occasionally, drop in, man. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I look forward to you joining me next week. I look forward to bringing you guys the show next week, Monday through Friday, right here, same place, same time, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. And remember, it is not getting knocked down. That's the problem. No, it is not. It is staying down. So get up! Get up! Get up! The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself. Be kind to each other. Peace and love. Yo, Peter Wayne. What's going on, good brother? Peter Wayne, the superstar. Peace, my brother. Want to check out